Looking left sideline, incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now it's Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six seconds now. 5 seconds. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. On the move to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Alabama.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Here's Ryan Allen now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took Dalvin from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Darnold. And this is taken him one-handed. What a catch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And something tells me the moment of overtime won't be too big for number 12, Tom Brady.
Well, the best that have ever played have always taken big moments and treated them as little moments, right? Each play is going to be kind of the same, but they know how to rise to the occasion as well. And let's face it, Tom Brady, I think he'll enjoy playing in overtime and trying to be the guy that leads his team to victory.
First down, here's White. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Rip right.
Shotgun now for Brady. His throw incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski.
Patriot field goal of 29-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. But we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball.